Right, it's the 16th of March. I think it's been about a month or so since I started vertical migration on my bin. I don't know. I didn't mark it down. I don't remember. This bin has been active since July, end of July 2020. And it went for about 5 or 6 months. I think it went for 6 months before I started doing the vertical migration. And this is where we're at. I'm about to, look at my angle. Oh, because it's recording. It makes a lot of sense. Let me see. And just real quick, just to make sure. I don't know if it's gonna cut those bars out. It's the first time using this. Alright. I'm just gonna have a light feeding today, and we're gonna check the bin. I need to grab the food real quick. Stop. I kind of messed up here. Let me just move this aside real quick. I forgot I had to set this on something. I hope the sound's okay. I'm just using the mic off the camera. Alright, here's the big reveal. Wow. Look at that. I'll take these things off my camera since it's not on my wrist. Dangling in my shit. This is for you. This is for you, Tex. Look at them worms. Thought they'd be more active. I put these in here to hold it up. That way they can get to the top, because this one's pretty deep. It stops about right here. I guess this is a little under. So pretty much just gonna mix it up and kind of check the population in the bottom and see if we need to take more evasive action. Since I keep having to restart my seedlings, I still have about 4 weeks till I really need this. Are those mites? Maybe I should put the glove on the left hand. I need my right hand to zoom in. Oops. It's hard for me to tell where the I'm not sure. I guess they are. They look like sesame seeds. Oh, yeah, they're moving. Okay. I did get pretty wet in here the last 2 days. I did leave the lid on because the top is drying out. And it just gets like super moist in this bitch. I'm gonna start having to left glove this shit. Okay. So we're just gonna mix this bottom bin up. I'm just gonna leave the top lid off, I guess. It's getting too moist. There still seems to be quite a bit of worms down here. Actually, not really. Let's see this side. I put those frozen strawberries in the middle, so it's gonna be a lot of juice. I was hoping I could pull any worms that were left into this middle area so they would crawl up through there. But as long as they were, you know, I made sure that all the area, the dirt, what baby? I made sure they would be able to reach from any part of the dirt. That's why I put those seedling trays there. It's gonna get some girth on them. I'm really just mixing this up so to get the moisture even, make sure it's not trying to get it to dry out. I have to say there's honestly not too many worms in here. So kind of looking for anything too, like there's a lot of sticks in here. I used leaves in here once and I probably won't do that again. The leaf stems don't really seem to break down good. I guess they're good for me since I'm doing potted soil, and I'll just buy a sifter anyway, but what baby? Come here. I can't move it. So I'm gonna kind of pile this up like I did before. Sorry if the camera's shaking. I literally have it attached to the worm bin because I didn't feel like figuring out where to put it. Smash that up a bit so it stays tight. normally wouldn't do this, but until I figure out, well, I normally wouldn't waste a glove, you know, but until I figure out everything, I don't want to touch my camera with that shit. It's my dirty ass garage. Kitty. It's my pile of dirt. Some bullshit. Of course, I finally got to put her on the camera. She wants to move like a bitch. I don't remember what side is what, but fuck it. Shitload of casings on the bottom. So it looks like they're coming in from here. So let's rotate it. So, you know, they came in from this side. Oop. Plug it. Let me put on the higher one. Alright, sorry. I forgot about my chicken. Let me adjust. Okay. This is the new bin. These are pieces of my failed harvest last year. So let me kind of go through and just see what we're looking at. A lot of bedding in here still. See, I knew it. These are actually regrowing in here. This grabs from these. Oh, you want to come out. But when you're in here, you want to get out. Come on. Trying to keep the garage door closed. You're being a brat. This one's not doing it, but look, this one. It's rooting up. So I'm gonna take. It's really why you want to check your bins every so often, or maybe you want to cut some of this shit up. This Brussels sprout grew from just the cutting. Pretty sure. I put some whole Brussels in here, and then some pieces were like this. You cut the end off. These aren't really good for cutting these. Just want to see the insides of these. I mean, why am I trying to grow these from seed? I can later just like, how will this regrow though? Come on, find out one day. This is crazy. I guess I have to stop putting Brussels sprouts in my fucking bin. All these sprouted. Brussels sprouts with sprouts. Look at this, look at this. This is how fertile this shit is. Potato. It's just rooting up. This is stock. This is gonna make red potatoes. I'm gonna throw it in that dirt pile. Move it later. I already have one, took one out. It's in the front yard right now. This thing gets really moist with the lid on. This is crazy to me. It's just cutting. It's like I cut the end off before I cook them, and that's just regrowing a whole Brussels, I think. If I just cut it off and recut, is it gonna grow another one? Am I gonna get an endless supply of Brussels sprouts? I'm trying to make sure I cut these good enough. I'm not gonna put any more in here for a while, cause I gotta see this. All of them are fucking rooted up. This video is going to take a little longer than I thought. I didn't think I was going to have to be in here cutting a few of the Brussels sprouts up. You see how many this is. There's no way I put this many Brussels in here. There's still more. Got a bunch of this kind of shit in here. What is this? I don't know. Looks like a regular stick. Probably a piece of thyme. Put the herb stems in here. Because this is a new one. This one's going to go for a while. Still more Brussels. How the fuck there's like literally a whole field of them? Kind of has a weird smell to it. I don't like the way that smells. Kind of smells like fish. Come on, worms, get off this shit. Might have something to do with the Brussels. Man, I'm not gonna cut that. There's a worm in there. The Brussels coming back to life. Might have something to do with it. Still a lot of peat moss in here. There's a lot of food though. As you can see already, I mean, I just have way more worms in here than I did in the bottom. And this was empty when I put it in. Actually, that might be a lie. I might have put some worms in here. I don't remember. Sort of paper, not paper towel, paper bags and shit in here. I'm trying to get a lot of moisture out of the bottom bin before I started the migration process. I was just unsuccessful. I think I'm just gonna have to leave the lid off. And it seemed to work. As far as in the bottom, not really, but it did for the top, I guess. I think we're good on Brussels. More sprouts. Not really any worms over here. My feet here today.